90-day. Sarper is put in the hot seat. When a woman from his past returns with a shocking bombshell. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Shekinah tells host Sean Robinson she had never heard of Dee Dee before and grills the American woman about her past with Sarper in People's exclusive look at part 1 of the Tell All. Sarper is getting grilled about another woman from his past. In an exclusive sneak peek of the Novi. 18 episode of 90-Day Fiancé the Other Way, Sarper is in the United States for the Season 6 Tell-All, where he and Shekinah come face-to-face with yet another woman from his past. Host Sean Robinson introduces the cast to Dee Dee, an American therapist whom Sarper met 3 years prior on a dating site the same way Sarper met Shekinah. Sarper is visibly shaken after seeing Dee Dee on screen, and Shekinah does not appear pleased to be discussing Sarper's past yet again. Have you ever heard of Dee Dee? Sean asks Shekinah, who admits, no, I haven't. Shekinah has questions of her own. She first asks Dee Dee how well she knows Sarper, but is not thrilled when her fiancé's former fling says, I consider us friends. Sarper doesn't have any friends that are females, so you're not friends, honey, Shekinah says. She then turns to Sarper and asks, is that your friend? Sarper denies having a friendship with Dee Dee and claims he was only with her one time in the past. That one night with Sarper, according to Dee Dee, was a fun time. I went to his apartment, we drank and we hung out, she tells the group. But Dee Dee had even more tea to spill. She and Sarper stayed in touch for years after the initial encounter. What's more, she claims to have remained in contact with Sarper until November of the previous year. Did Sarper mention he was dating Shekinah while communicating with Dee Dee? And how will Shekinah react to the latest revelation? Fans will have to tune in to the Novi. 18 episode to find out. 90-day. Sarper compares Shekinah to someone who is homeless. After she wakes up from No's job, 90 Days Sarper is stepping up to the plate after Shekinah gets out of surgery. In People's exclusive clip from the Octi 14 episode of 90-Day Fiancé the Other Way, Shekinah finally gets her rhinoplasty in Turkey, hoping Sarper can care for her post-op. But that doesn't come without Sarper's unfiltered commentary, as he compares his partner to a homeless person in her vulnerable state. After she is wheeled out of the operating room, Sarper immediately comes to her side and Shekinah calls him, my love. Why did you do that yourself, baby? He looks down at her and asks, for beauty, huh? Leaning down to hold her hand, Sarper reaffirms Shekinah, you look gorgeous like this too. You can stay like this. I still love you. I will take care of you, he adds. In his confessional, Sarper acknowledges how vulnerable Shekinah appears to be while coming off the anesthesia with her face all wrapped up. She looks like she's homeless, he tells cameras of his honest reaction. I mean, with no makeup, recovery surgery bandage casts everywhere. Despite the intensity of the situation, Sarper reveals he is confident they will get through the recovery process together smoothly. I can do it, he declares. I'm the perfect nurse. While Shekinah lays with an ice pack over her head, unable to move, Sarper feeds her and gets her juice so she can have sugar, per doctor's orders. After he embraces her, the two go for a walk around the hospital while Sarper holds Shekinah around his arm. Seeing this side of him just is a reminder that we do have something really special, she tells the cameras. I think that we've come a long way and I'm going to get emotional. I'm just proud of him. One more step, babe, Sarper tells Shekinah in the halls outside her room. Baby steps, you know, like me, he goes on to joke. I'm making baby steps for you. What do you say? Small by small? Shekinah laughs before Sarper affirms, small by small. Admitting that Sarper is really impressing me, Shekinah tears up, reflecting on the trials and tribulations of their past, while Sarper prepares for them to go to sleep. You know, there's been really hard times and not everything was easy, but he's doing great and I'm proud of us, she concludes. The sentimental moment comes after Shekinah admitted she was unsure of Sarper's ability to care for her in her post-op state, primarily because he wanted her to cancel her nose job after learning they could not have sex for a month. "After surgery, I'm not going to be my usual self," she said in last week's episode. "I'm not going to be serving Sarper. I'm not going to be entertaining him. I'm not going to be bubbly and happy. I'm going to be in pain, so I look at spending my recovery with Sarper as a test. I really hope that he can step up because it's going to determine whether or not this is somebody that I can live the rest of my life with." But Sarper was up for the challenge, even with the forced abstinence. "Right now, our relationship is on eggshells, and I want to show that I will be always with her, but I never in my life looked after anyone, so it will be difficult." 90 Days Sarper questions. Shekinah's trust issues. After admitting he slept with nearly 3,000 women, including 4.5 per day. 90-day fiancés. Shekinah and Sarper are back for another try at being together on the new season of The Other Way. In the season premiere on Monday, July 1st, Shekinah revealed she would be moving to Turkey for a second time to live with Sarper after returning to the United States 3 months prior. Now that the couple have spent time apart, Shekinah was worried about Sarper's whereabouts because of his F-boy reputation. "When I ask Sarper where he is or what he's doing, he gets so defensive, so upset," she explained. "He'll go as far as breaking up with me, and 10 minutes later he's crying and saying that we can never be apart." Shekinah said she has concerns that Sarper, who calls her "my Barbie," will never change given that he is in his 40s and has never been in a serious relationship. While he insists he is better at communicating in person, Shekinah remained skeptical. She even said she has been doing a lot of hand-holding to teach him how to be in a relationship. "About a month before I moved to Turkey, Sarper told me that he had slept with over 2,500 women," she revealed. "At the time, I thought that it was a typo. I mean, 250 was still a lot to me, but I was willing to let it slide. But he actually responded saying it's between 2,500 and 3,000. Sarper insisted he has remained 110% faithful to Shekinah, but told her she was too possessive over him. "If I don't text you back for a while, you are kind of a bitch," he said over their video call. Later in the episode, Sarper opened up about how he has changed and strayed away from his former reputation. He admitted that he used to have sex with 4.5 women a day, but said Shekinah is all he thinks about now. "I understand she has trust issues. I have been with many women, and I am the worst resume guy on the planet," he admitted. "But I changed so much for her, but she still wants more." Sarper also said the rules Shekinah set for him has led to his financial situation becoming increasingly worse. "Before Shekinah, I was doing financially good as a personal trainer," he explained. "But Shekinah was so insistent about me leaving the female clients, and 90% of my clients are females. So from my income, 90% is cut right now." He added, "I have no savings left." Sarper had his own list of rules for Shekinah too. One of them was that she can't be part of the LA scene because he was worried she would be with other men. "Going out to events and stuff has been an issue for us, so I stopped doing it," she said, adding that he has tried breaking up with me a bunch of times. While talking to friends, Shekinah revealed that her typical day consists of working out before the two have sex 4 times. One thing she does have planned for when she touches down in Turkey: a nose job. "Sarper has actually designed a new nose for me," she shared. "He says I'll tell the doctor what to do. I know what you need." And I said, "I trust you, because I do." This caused concern from her friends, who said they think Shekinah is rushing into the relationship too quickly. "I think because she's so in tune to that thought that he's the one, that she goes with the flow because it makes it easier," one friend told cameras. "It's just terrifying," said the other. "Was that been still?"